65 million years ago, the plains of prehistoric North America were ruled by the infamous Tyrannosaurus rex, the Tyrant King. Its reign was absolute and solidified the name of the Tyrannosaurs. However, T-Rex wasn't the first of its family to rule North America. A few million years before it, another fearsome relative, Gorgosaurus, was already stirring up trouble. This dreadful lizard, as its name translates, was a mighty theropod, smaller than T-Rex, but no less terrifying. Gorgosaurus was a monster of a theropod, measuring between 8 and 9 meters or 26 to 30 feet in length and weighing around 2 to 3 tons. Despite being smaller than T-Rex, it was still quite large for a tyrannosaur and remarkably similar in size to the famous Albertosaurus, the dinosaur it was most closely related to. Thankfully for its unfortunate prey, it took some time for Gorgosaurus to reach its maximum size. Its bones indicate a slow initial growth as a juvenile, which lasted for a few years before experiencing a rapid growth spurt. However, the dinosaurs of North America still had to be on alert because as a juvenile, Gorgosaurus gained speed in return for its smaller size, allowing it to hunt faster and more nimble prey. This helped decrease competition between juveniles and adults, as younger Gorgosaurs would have their own niches until they grew large enough to hunt larger herbivores as adults. As an adult, Gorgosaurus was robustly built, bearing strong and thick bones and possessing the classic S-shaped neck and small arms of tyrannosaurs. What set it apart from most other tyrannosaurs was the crest it bore, which rose from the lacrimal bone in front of each eye, similar to the crest on Albertosaurus. This crest may have been brightly colored and used for courtship, as it appears it would not have been of much benefit for fighting or hunting prey. However, what was of immense benefit for hunting was its mammoth jaws, equipped with dozens of sharp teeth. Gorgosaurus had 8 front teeth that were smaller than the rest and closely packed together, while the rest of the teeth were oval in cross-section as opposed to the blade-like shape found in most other theropods. Excluding the 8 front teeth, Gorgosaurus may have had between 24 and 30 teeth in both the lower and upper jaw. This number of teeth is very similar to Albertosaurus, yet fewer than those of Tarbosaurus and T-Rex. One commonality among all these tyrannosaurs was their bite force. Gorgosaurus is believed to have had a killer chomp, even for a carnivorous theropod, with some studies indicated that it bit with a force of tens of thousands of newtons. It's thought that at this power, it even beat the bite of Albertosaurus, despite the two being almost mirrors of each other, with Gorgosaurus being slightly bulkier and more robust. The large force Gorgosaurus could apply was thanks to its powerful skull and muscles, which, without flesh, was over 3.2 feet or 1 meter long. With its kingly bite, Gorgosaurus could easily crush through the flesh and bone of its prey, which is thought to have mainly consisted of hadrosaurs and ceratopsids, though it probably didn't pass up the chance to sink its teeth into any herbivore it could get a hold of. Gorgosaurus wasn't just a fearsome hunter, it was also known for its violent behavior. Many specimens show significant scars matching the bite marks of other theropods, suggesting frequent fights. These confrontations left lasting injuries, as evidenced by healed fractures and deformities found in multiple specimens. Despite these injuries, Gorgosaurus thrived, dominating its environment. Through the years, there have been many Gorgosaurus discoveries, making it one of the better studied dinosaurs. One thing that's come to light is that it loved to fight, as there have been several specimens uncovered that sport significant scars to the face, matching the bite of a carnivorous theropod. In 2 specimens bearing marks, both appear to have survived their violent confrontations, as the lesions showed signs of healing. However, these were still extremely serious brawls, as the damage was not just limited to bites. Both specimens showed signs of experiencing fractures and cuts. Even the holotype of Gorgosaurus, NMC 2120, wasn't spared from the violence, as its skeleton revealed healed fractures to its ribs and fibula, exostosis in its metatarsal, and deformities in its foot and hand, all of which are believed to have been given to it during a single encounter with another carnivore. Unfortunately for Gorgosaurus, they had little to protect themselves during a fight, as a fossilized skin impression has revealed that Gorgosaurus was quite smooth and held fine scales that were smaller than the scales of a hadrosaur, being compared to that of a Gila monster. It's possible that other participants in these fights may have been other theropods that wanted to challenge its reign. However, the vast majority of paleontologists think that the fighters were all Gorgosauruses, as during this time, they were by far the most common and extensive theropods, a testament to their success. That success during the Late Cretaceous resulted in Gorgosaurus having a tight rule over a fair section of North America, as its remains have been found from Alberta, Canada to Montana, USA, with most fossils coming from the Dinosaur Park Formation. These lands were immensely different roughly 76 to 75 million years ago when Gorgosaurus existed. Alberta and Montana were coastal plains along the western interior seaway, which divided prehistoric North America in two. These plains were subtropical and experienced seasonality, along with occasional severe droughts. Lush forests peppered the coasts, dominated by conifers, and rivers cut through the land, resulting in rich terrestrial and marine life. During the heyday of Gorgosaurus, massive herds of ceratopsids would have roamed the floodplains, as well as equally sized groups of saurolophine and hadrosaurs. Additionally, dinosaurs in these lands included therizinosaurs, ornithopods, nodosaurids, ankylosaurids, pachycephalosaurids, and small carnivorous dinosaurs such as Oviraptorsauria, troontids, and dromaeosaurs. Non-dinosaurs were also present in the form of mammals, lizards, snakes, and pterosaurs, while the waters teemed with sharks, rays, sturgeons, and crocodilians. Gorgosaurus ruled over these lands and their inhabitants for over 1 million years. However, it wasn't the only king, as another large tyrannosaur also shared these lands, the Daspletosaurus. Similar in size to Gorgosaurus, Daspletosaurus was a bit bulkier, while Gorgosaurus had the edge in speed and agility. They both had their preferred territories, with Gorgosaurus concentrated in the northern lands and Daspletosaurus preferring the south. Fossil beds indicate Gorgosaurus was more populous and far-reaching overall, suggesting it had a slightly better build for those times. Yet for the most part, the two tyrannosaurs got along, as paleontologists believe they were both apex predators and didn't readily prey on each other. However, it is technically possible that the wounds found on multiple Gorgosaurs were caused by scraps with Daspletosaurus, perhaps over territorial disputes or carcasses. On these ancient floodplains, Gorgosaurus made its mark on the Earth and, unbeknownst to it, would continue to leave a mark millions of years into the future, primarily in regards to individuals' wallets. Thanks to the number of Gorgosaurus specimens, a few near-perfect skeletons have been discovered that have caused quite a stir recently, garnering massive asking prices. One particularly complete fossil raked in $6.1 million, showing the worth of this great tyrannosaur that terrorized prehistoric North America. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, drop a comment, and consider subscribing to Primalia for more fascinating journeys into Earth's prehistoric wonders. Stay curious.